I'm Margot Wickersham, and I am your professional realtor here for Central Texas. And my job is to help you find the best house that you can in this crazy market. And we are here to make waves. So I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so that I can make sure I deliver the latest content to you and help you make waves in this Austin market. Lots of people have been asking, how do I buy a house in 2022 in Austin? It seems like it's just gotten more competitive, and it has become very competitive for buyers. So what's interesting is that at the start of 2022, we weren't sure what was going to happen to the housing market with the pandemic. And lo and behold, it ended up that because we were all stuck at home, it all makes so much sense now. That meant we wanted more from our homes, and we wanted more outdoor spaces because we needed to socially distance and all of that. So home sales went up. And people, as people focused more and more on being at home together and working from home and homeschooling. And then as that continued and everybody realized that they can work from home, they can work from anywhere, home prices went up in lots of areas where people want to live because now everybody realizes they don't have to be stuck in a certain town for a job. In today's video, we're going to talk about how do you buy a house in Austin in 2022. Part of the big problem is that 190 something to 200 people a day are moving to Central Texas. It is a great place to live. There's lots going for this Central Texas area. But we also have low inventory. That hasn't changed. We still have half the inventory that we had in 2020. So I want to share with you how you can buy a house in 2022 in the Austin market that's still competitive. What we saw last year were all of these crazy bidding wars, 10, 20, 30, 40 offers on the same house. It became insane. Houses are selling, and we're selling for $100,000 more at the $500,000 price point. And the entry-level price point to buy a home in the Central Texas area just went up, up, up. Prices have continued to increase, again, because demand has outpaced supply. What do we do when we've got hardly any homes, we have too many people trying to buy them, and the situation is that you have to outbid other people? Okay, well, I'm going to break down a couple of things for you that you need to know. So the first thing is it's still competitive. You need to be pre-approved, ready to go. You want to remove all of the friction from the potential contract. So if you can remove the contingency of needing to sell another home, that is a really good thing to do. Anything you can do, being pre-approved for your mortgage so that that's not something that has to be done. Foregoing inspections is one of the more popular things to do. And you're probably going to have to overbid for a house to get the house. So a good realtor will guide you through that process and help you arrive at the best price that you can make, that makes sense for you, that will give you the best chance of winning that house. It is still possible. Now, the second thing that I want to share with you is that interest rates have actually gone up. One of the primary reasons we've seen deals unravel here in the last few weeks in 2022 is because we've seen buyers be pre-approved for an interest rate that's no longer available. And that means that the payment is different. That means they may not qualify. A good realtor will stay on top of this and help you make sure you get pre-approved for. Our recommendation is actually for a little more than the current interest rate to be safe, to buy yourself some padding. Get in front of this problem and be pre-approved for a higher interest rate so that you aren't one of those people who loses your bid because the interest rates went up. So you'll want to talk to your lender about the options as conditions in the market have changed. One of the ways you can increase your chances of winning a house, finding a house that you want and winning it, is to work with a realtor who has an extensive network with other realtors. And the reason I say that is because in situations that are as competitive as this one, as it is in Austin right now in 2022, you will find that some houses are selling before they go on the market. How does that happen? Well, there are things called pocket listings. Before it comes available, sometimes there are listings that will go, they will never hit the market. They will be offered to kind of quietly to a handful of people who the realtor, the listing realtor, know are going to be in the right price range and interested in the property. And sometimes those never make it to the market. So how do you find out about one of those to compete with those? The best thing you can do is get a great realtor who knows how to stay on top of those pocket listings or soon to come listings. You want to make sure you find somebody who's well connected. You need all of the tools in your toolbox to increase your chance of getting that home that you really want. Now, you may be thinking, in a competitive market like this, should I write a love letter? This is when buyers increase or believe they're increasing their chances of winning the contract by writing a letter. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Seller, we are a family of 4. We work from home, our children go to school, and we don't have any pets. We are good citizens. We love to be involved in our church, and we would love to live in your home. We think we can build our family and grow them here. So that sounds like it would be a great love letter to the sellers and maybe pull on their heartstrings, help them feel warmer and more receptive to your offer. But no, don't do it. Do not write a love letter. There's a few reasons why not. The first and most compelling is you don't know anything about that seller, and there's lots of laws in place to help protect fair housing for all kinds of different groups, religions, gender, races, all kinds of different groups that are protected, and you don't want to call out to yourself or to the seller anything that could potentially be a fair housing conflict or something that may not be a positive that you thought might be a positive. So the key is, don't write the love letter at all. It ends up being a potential liability because of the fair housing laws, and so it's just better not to do it at all. The best thing to do is have your financing in place, be approved for more than you need, have the most amount of cash that you can to put down on the house, fewest contingencies, and be quick to close. So you want to have all of that buttoned up and work with a realtor who knows how to find you the best house in these market conditions, and it's still possible. So yes, it is still possible. Using these techniques will help you increase your chances of winning the house that you really want and move to Austin and enjoy our great lifestyle. Hit the like down below for me. I'm here to make great videos that deliver content that's super helpful to you. And if you have ideas on content you'd like me to cover next, leave those down in the comments as well. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel, and if you feel like hitting that little bell so that you get notifications, I would sure appreciate it. And I think you will too, because I will continue to deliver the best content I can out there for you.